Welcome back, you guys. Thank you for tuning into our channel. So today we'll be talking about the incident that took place in Trelawney yesterday, August 11, 2026. Some houses were demolished and people were told they have to be relocated. However, they were not personally situated or given a location to stay. So we'll be getting into that and more today in this video. Stay tuned.
Yes, miss. What me puzzle? Me know you see on TikTok. Me know you see on so aggressive. Shut up your mouth. That was for some other all over the place. You have to leave off I said then.
Let's get into the comments. Lalian SRS3 says them could have give them at least 3 months notice. Chosen says them get over 10 years notice. Sam says is Mark Golding land proven investment. Ashley says them ever attack about PNP, but Portia or PJ never so money hungry. Says it is alleged that the PNP sold the land to Royalton Hotels more than 2 decades ago, and the residents were reportedly given notice as far back as 2010. PJ tweets. Dubai says the land was sold to Royalton years ago, and I mean years. They were given notice, probably forgot to how long, but either way, it rough YF youth. Angel says, this is sad. Back to school is next month. OMG. Kratos, but Andrew better than the hurricane named Melissa. He should mention that we have some clips that we received that they are issuing these tents, and these tents are from China, or they have Chinese writing on them saying disaster relief. However, this is no disaster unless the disaster you're referring to is the government and these hoteliers, these hotel owners. And they're saying people are squatting. And one of the residents made a good example of, if I am squatting, that means the hotel owners are squatting too, because they are tourists, they are not citizens, they're not from here. And I think I might side with that person with that point of view, because it is very true. What says you? We have more comments. However, I have so many videos. I wanted it to be an 8-minute video. However, our tip line is blowing up, and we have lots of videos from people on the ground who have actually been offended by these people and their bulldozers. So stay tuned. We have lots more videos and clips to insert. You can come back and read the comments. I'll just insert them, but we won't focus on them. Okay? So thank you for watching. Continue watching. Have a great day, or try to, because these stories, oh my God, these people are heartless. Moving on.
So Jamaica morning, me not even brush my teeth yet. Me not even bathe. So me jump up, take up a phone, and me see this. Right now as we speak, the hotel merged with the government of Jamaica down at Trelawney, Coopers Hill, I think that's the name of the community, Coopers Hill, down at Trelawney. I buck down every single body house along the strip because the hotel bought the property and want the property. Miss one girl say, yeah man, but them in get letter for move and them never move. But the freak so much Jamaicans to get up and move go. See people them mattress there, the people them stuff. And that's the bulldozer. So there's something with my cat say to you. That's one of the bulldozer in the back. I buck down the place. And the whole of Jamaicans them stand up because them say mount a police ready there. You see every police are there on the scene. You see dog shit. We go up on the scene but protect a hotel interest and government interest and watch. Did this and watch. Brother. As the matter of fact, now watch. Go there with the gun them. Turn up and ensure. Say the dirty thinking hotel and the government follow through with licking down the people in house, and the people not have nowhere to go. Trelawney is one of the affected parishes since Melissa. You know how much stressed up on the people them. Nobody not have no money for relocate nowhere because the dirty thinking hotel, Andrew Wallace and the dirty thinking rich friend them want Jamaican people if you gonna live a rotted old bush. Everybody at Coopers Hill down at Trelawney right now. Block the road, light fire. Stand up for the freaking rights. How much time do you want me if you turn up for no? How much time do you want me if you come up for turn up for no? A time for the telephone yourself. Andrew Wallace and Juliet and the one of them got them blood cleat. Yeah, tonight. Go sleep in a big bed. Fight, freaking fight. Me turn up and watch a tall little baby. No, where fi do? Tall little baby, I look like about 3-year-old and 4-year-old. Don't know where fi go. Them don't know where fi do, so them I walk through the rubble. I'm here, so right now, them God want another community. Boy, me tell us like Jesus Christ, only God want know, only God want, me can't understand. We can't understand. Them but the people them house down Albion, when you go around, when you go up a Senton, now when you go down Trelawney, and the rest of the country, the rest of the people in the country sit down. The government telling you, say, yo, every squatter have to lift up. And they're serious. And you need to ask yourself, so how many persons in Jamaica are squatting? More than 700,000. More than 700,000. There's 2.7 million, 2.9 or 2.7 million people in the country according to them. Yeah? A 2.7 to 2.9 million. And over 700,000 Jamaicans are considered squatters. The government then just get up with their rich friends and a buckling people in place. We need a human rights group. We need some human rights people. Some America. Who don't have interest in Jamaica? Who don't have interest in Jamaica? Is it just for the gold and the oil and the land? That is the only interest we have. Why is it when I say Donald Trump and some people say no. You cannot be doing this to the citizens without providing homes for them. If you are going to relocate, you can't just mash down one entire frigging community. These people don't have nowhere to go. The suicide rate gone up in the country. And the big dirty thinking, drunk Andrew, oldness, batty washer them. We come out in a different thinking prime minister. Walla uno, I go see which God uno serve. Remember me telling you that. Yo, Jamaicans, uno get up, uno fight. Then go there, sir. Them, as a matter of fact, uno know how much labor rights that Cooper spend. Uno know how much labor rights that Trelawney. Uno know how much labor rights that Trelawney. You know how much labor rights house that just get mashed down there, so I still come out at different 1 p.m. So look at I tune not even. No! The only reason why me not did that, so feel like the first freaking fire this morning. I don't know me not laugh. I don't know me not play. The only reason me not did this, I become the Bahamas. Right now. I choose no.
The government is currently denying having any part played in the recent removal of the citizens' home. So they have demolished the citizens' home and they provided them tents to stay. So I'll insert some clips of the tents that I have seen, and it is very sad.
Yesterday was a painful and a heartbreaking day for the people of Cooperspen. And today I want to speak to it directly, not only as a Member of Parliament for Trelawney Northern, but as someone who stood with these families yesterday, saw their pain firsthand, and believe the public deserves to know what transpired. First, I want to make something absolutely clear. What happened yesterday here in Cooperspen was not a government of Jamaica operation. It was private sector led. And at no time before the operation began was I, as Member of Parliament, informed that an eviction or demolition exercise was going to take place. I found out when the people were already being bulldozed. I started receiving phone calls as early as 6 a.m. when residents started appealing to me for assistance. By that time, homes were already being demolished and families were already displaced. So I want to dispel the misinformation suggesting that the government of Jamaica planned this operation or that I somehow knew it was coming and stood by. That simply is not true. I was told the community was on lockdown as people could not leave their homes unless it was a medical emergency or for work. I was also informed that a number of males were taken into custody. I tried reaching out to the superintendent in charge of the parish, but got no response initially. Sometime after, the super returned my call and informed me that court documents were showed to the police for assistance in the operation. The dispute over these lands has existed for many years and predates my tenure as Member of Parliament. Based on the certificate of title obtained from the National Land Agency's website, the property is registered to New Falmouth Resorts Limited. It is therefore understood that yesterday's operation was undertaken on behalf of that private landowner. Now, I also want to be very responsible in what I say. I do not condone informal occupation of land. I have never done so. The people of Wakefield know the position I have consistently taken because I believe communities must be developed in an orderly and lawful manner. Land ownership matters, property rights matter, and the rule of law matters. But here is where I draw the line. The rule of law and basic humanity are not enemies. You can respect property rights and still respect people. You can recover possession of land without stripping another human being of dignity. The government of Jamaica cannot simply dictate to a private landowner how that owner should deal with his or her property within the confines of the law. But surely, as Jamaicans, we can expect that our people will be treated humanely. A 3-day-old baby should never have been placed in a bath pan and put outside while her mother, who had just undergone a cesarean section, was forced out of her home. A student should not have to search for a laptop that was reportedly taken while her home was being invaded. Residents should not have to report that goods were looted from their businesses or that money disappeared from their establishments. And people should not have to watch their possession being destroyed when they are already experiencing the trauma of losing the place they called home. There was a better way to do this. If possession of the property was legally to be recovered, then people could have been afforded reasonable notice and a meaningful opportunity to remove themselves and their belongings. That would not have changed who owned the land. It would simply have demonstrated compassion, decency, and humanity. And that is why I'm anxious to know who determined that this was an appropriate way to carry out this eviction. Who authorized the manner in which this operation was executed? What instructions were given? And what safeguards were put in place for children, the elderly, mothers, families, and people's personal belongings? These are legitimate questions, and the people of Kupaspen deserve answers. But I also want Jamaicans to understand what happened after the calls for help came. When I saw the scale of displacement here, I immediately appealed to the Prime Minister for government intervention, not to interfere with private property rights, but to help Jamaicans who suddenly had nowhere to sleep. And the government responded. The ODPM was mobilized, and they were mobilized in good time. And I remained with the community while we awaited the trucks bringing emergency assistance so that displaced residents could at least have somewhere to lay their heads last night. That is a distinction that must be understood. The government of Jamaica did not carry out the demolition. The government responded to the humanitarian crisis that followed it. Today, I am back in Kupaspen. I will continue working with the affected families and the relevant agencies to determine what assistance can be provided and how we can help people begin to pick up the pieces. We will examine the history of the land. We will examine the legal issues. We will determine exactly who authorized this operation and whether everything that occurred was lawful. Whatever our views on informal settlements, on politics, or on property rights, human dignity cannot be conditional upon whether your name appears on a title. I stand with the people of Kupaspen as they recover from what happened yesterday. I will continue to help them in whatever way I can, lawfully, and I will continue asking the questions that need to be answered. Because things could have been done differently, things should have been done differently. And I hope what happened in Kupaspen will remind all of us that even when exercising a legal right, there is room for humanity. My name is Tova Hamilton, Member of Parliament for Trelawney Northern.
So we are to believe that the Jamaican police force had been working next to the private sector owners of the land, which I am finding out now is the Royalton Hotel. So the Royalton Hotel is in charge of the Jamaican constabulary force. Is that what I should be understanding? Am I correct? Because how are your government officials saying, oh, I had no idea this was happening. Oh my God, I had no idea this is happening. Okay, if you have no idea this is happening or had happened, what are you going to do about it? Because we have yet to hear anything that you have suggested outside of, okay, here's some tents, you can sleep here tonight. Outside of that, what do you intend to do? That's what we are curious to find out. Please inform us. How will you be approaching this incident? What will you be saying to these private sector people? How will they be penalized for their heartlessness within the situation? I have heard no comebacks about those. I think that's what everybody wants to hear. I mean, I heard some of the citizens saying that they want to hear from the Prime Minister. But let's be real. If he's not about to address these specific things that I've asked, then he might as well not say anything. Who agrees? Let me know in the comment section. I am looking forward to speaking with you. Now, I want you to understand me clearly. I am not telling anybody to go and bomb Jamaica's houses or bomb these politicians' houses. All we are asking is, what are you, Mr. Politician, and people within power are going to do about this? You have been elected and chosen. This is your job. Please inform us what is going on. And I know Jamaicans, they are calm people. However, if they feel like you're taking them for pushovers, they will block roads, they will set fires, they will do so many atrocities your imagination cannot fathom. I have heard of them. I hear them bringing up things as far back as Paul Bogle. There are clips of these people whose houses had been demolished, saying that their ancestors will be speaking to the people in power and who had hands in what had happened. So please come forth. Let us know what are the plans that you have and what are you intended to do. How will you be approaching this situation? And how will these private sector people be penalized? Royalton, let's be fair, with the heartlessness that you have invoked and done to these citizens. Wouldn't it be fair if they decided, well, I am going to campaign and protest outside of these lands? Here, the side that you have demolished, and also across the street that I'm hearing, you have a structure or a hotel across the street. What if these people came out and they were like, okay, I'm protesting, and they tell everyone who's trying to book a stay with you to not book a stay because you are heartless, and they keep showing these videos repetitively to convince them not to book with you? Would that be reasonable? Would it be an equal reaction to the things that you have done to them? Or would these people be they would be unreasonable and just pushing violence? Would this be violent of them to do? Is what I'm trying to find out. Let me know in the comment section. Because I have heard these people talks, and trust me, some are peaceful, others they are plotting your demise. I kid you not. I hear talks and they are plotting your demise. I heard a lawyer, Isaac Buchanan, saying that he will be personally working with these peace citizens that their house have been demolished, and the 20 persons or 30 persons that had been detained, he'll be working with them to ensure that they have housing, and that housing will be directly given by the government because of their negligence. Now, I'm curious to see how this plays out as well. So, come on now, guys. Oh, stay tuned, watch the rest of the video.
Somebody home. This is somebody's home. What kind of wickedness this be, man? What kind of wickedness this really could have been? You have no heart.
To other news now, residents of Cooper's Pen in Trelawney have received tents and food supplies from the government after their homes were demolished on Tuesday. As Jamila Maitland reports, some 40 families have been displaced.
Blue tents hold the weight of the stresses of residents of Cooper's Pen in Trelawney Wednesday morning. The Chinese writing on it reads Emergency Disaster Relief. The relief, though, is not from any natural disaster, but a massive demolition exercise Tuesday morning. The tents were issued by the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM. 69-year-old Stanley Hall has been living in Cooper's Pen for 51 years. Fortunately, his home was not bulldozed, but a peg has been placed beside it, which indicates his house might be next. Demolition resumes in 2 weeks.
Where me going to go now, as a whole man? Me can't make house again.
Residents explain that there has been an ongoing dispute for the land for years. They maintain that they were blindsided by the exercise that started early Tuesday morning.
We know that is not our land. We all know that. But don't come and we start and say, even there, locations and the land they are caught, even there, them should have given man.
Sylvia Fisher explained that families lost everything.
No people that mash up them things them in, and we don't have nowhere to go. Where we go? We have the children them back to school, whatever gonna live. Back to school, where the children them gonna live, for go to school. We need the government and we need help.
On the growing list for assistance is Melita Ferguson. She shares a tent with her kids and other families. Last night, however, it seems that there was an additional family inside. The heat.
When I mean hot, it's really hot. And we're not comfortable here.
Member of Parliament for North Trelawney, Tova Hamilton, has said the government had no role in the demolition exercise. But Chairman for the North Trelawney constituency, Dennis Meadows, says the government is complicit.
What they did, they came in the morning, they unlawfully pick up young men, and the guys that you're carrying them to process them. So what you do, you remove the men who are often boisterous, leave the ladies on their own, and then you come and lick down the place. You release them in the evening. That is suspect, and that must be investigated.
Mr. Meadows worries that the tents, though temporary, hold something permanent, and that's displacement. The residents want to be relocating.
We are not leaving until we get the voice of the Prime Minister. We want to hear the voice of the Prime Minister. We want to hear what he has to say about this. We want relocation. We can't live like this. We're not dog, we're not drunker, we're not animal, we are human beings.
In a statement from the Office of the Prime Minister, it said the initial report indicates that about 40 families were affected, children and elderly including. It said social workers were there up to midnight providing food supplies, bottled water, toiletries, tents and lighting equipment.
No light, I can't plug in nothing.
So how now plan to cope? How now cope on this?
I don't know. Just have to live with it and just go and do what we have to do. Yeah, man. Can't better no day.
The Ministry of Labour says it will return on Friday, August 14 to provide additional support. The OPM says the Poor Relief Department, along with the Social Development Commission, will do further assessments. Additionally, it said dropping shelters will be available to meet the demands of the residents. As to what should happen in the long term.
NHT owns lands across the road, Outer Many, etc. right? Further down the road, NST owns property. If location can be made, we can put what you call site and service, put the infrastructure in, light water road, give them somewhere where they can at least call home.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
By Cooper's Pen in Trelawney. Now, several of these young men, they were arrested this morning, and based on what they are saying, they were arrested for no reason at all, no lawful reason. Now look at Rasta. What has happened this morning? The police come and lock you up at time? 3 o'clock this morning. And when they come and lock you up at 3 o'clock, what did they do? Down at the station. The station. Them not tell me what they charge or anything. After we start midnight, done at the station, they say them a process. 20 other with them come pick up this morning. 20 other who live in all of them. All of the money who live in that house. So meanwhile, you are at the police station. You hear a woman say, you know, you go on for the news or the Cooper's Pen, you say, walk on. That's how you hear walk on. So why the police take you up and go lock you up? You don't hear who lose and how much of a yeah, the station return on here. A man when I lose too much money, man when I lose every value. Police taking up and locking up, meanwhile people are damaging the place. Yes. What time were you released from jail today? No, all of us come out. So you were locked up this morning for no reason. Yeah. And you were released after them written on the paper. Yeah. We don't get that phone call. Government of Jamaica, this look like it's false imprisonment and they need justice. Cooper's Pen justice. Justice. I know what to sleep. I know when I'm going to sleep tonight, you know. I'm going to sleep. Look on the house over there. No, they never pack up. When we don't sleep up, when they need to pack up the thing, give it up here. I really like.
Hey guys, mom is still searching. You find the medication there, mommy? Oh. Oh, you find the home sweet home there. Mommy find the home sweet home.
Video that, oh my god. So you lock mom.
You lamp your shade too? Oh my god. Home sweet home guys, all him lamp shade mash. Luckily she find her home sweet home then. Yeah, man. But you don't find the medication there, man.
No, not yet.
I'm still searching.
Because come here.
Oh
my god. I mean, really, it's not really that far, you know. You see this one in early, so I may have that one. When they call it, them just call it. Then they tell me.
Yeah.
So I put up that one and drink some because I was frightened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after them done. So when they came now back in the for the house thing, everything started. You understand?
So you have no idea where the medication could be? In terms of anything you would pack up like a bag?
Probably the thing is, I am not sure because we just have to run and
rush.
carry things them come out.
Oh, okay,
and I didn't do that. Everything that mash up inside.
You cannot take up a water and have some of the things.
You think it's still good? So I'm going to find it.
Yeah man, you'll find it man.
It's here. Definitely it's here. They are all here.
Yeah guys, you look for your medication. So you should have taken medication already, mommy?
Yeah, I should have.
It was early. Remember saying early?
Yeah,
They come early and we sleep, so we never have time for nothing. No, really, you understand? We had no time for nothing whatsoever.
Are you cooking oil?
Yeah, cooking oil there.
Oh my. Take up a cooking. Take up.
Yeah, you know, so I have one bag. I'm going to see it in the bag around here.
Check the bag, mommy. I'll carry the water for you.
Yes, because, you know why I'm going to keep me thinking in my bag.
Come on, she'll search your things and guys.
So to the people of Trelawney who wake up and then bulldoze your house, I feel your pain. Because you see the Prime Minister, I'm have to lift up off of some house. And him have to give on. And when him put him plaque on the house, then when him have to give on the back. Rip it off when they're done, because if them not give on the back house, Tova can't win down there. Right now, anywhere should they be a twep. Prime Minister have to go keep cabinet meeting and know so she have to give on the back of the house. And we now ease up off of them neck. Because government are creatures of the Constitution. And the human rights run this, the humans run this. Wanna bet me if you think I lie, me I tell. So someone will never up there. Take out 1 foot on the bed, broke it off and carry it up there and say, see where left ya? Yeah. Choppy line pan them, cause anybody where in a that the place where them bulldoze, you have to get back a house out of government. And it now gonna be no trailer. I bet you get land. I bet you know that. Yeah. So make could be dialectic thinkers now. And then you can screen record this and make Andrew know say I have to find house and land for you now. And we'll never see back Trelawney. And watch. I go buy one green suit and put it down. But it's true, I know them like make video of me and say I hope I'm but I go buy one green suit and everybody when them get them house, I go show up in one green suit and say I told you so. Yeah man, miss so. So when you think on the body, when you don't have a clue, animal farm this. When a performative government, land is for the people. Wake the town and tell the people of Trinidad, St. Thomas though. You see this bulldozing thing on the last days of it. And if you talk to people like them are human beings. And you must treat people with respect, whether they have teeth, whether they have money. The Constitution is for the least among us. It is for us, by us. Yeah? We not get distracted about leaked emails. After having a Pegasus and a leaked email, count and no one go a CCJ count now wicked. You think we don't know what going about? We will not be distracted. So no go on. So before the start of the campaign, I got to lift up out of this. But I bet you no matter what happens this day, all those people have to get house from the government. This is embarrassing.
They got your audio, but I'm here. They got your audio, but I'm here.
I will never leave you guys. I will never leave you guys. Why would I leave you? I am your companion forever. That sounds more ominous than I expected it to sound. Got your audio, but I'm here. Oh look, 80 subscribers so I can rant. Listen to my rant today. I'm sure you will enjoy it. A girl spazzing out, crashing out on the internet. You guys make that viral every day, so this would be no different. Grab your popcorn, grab your juices, sit on a chair, very comfortable, and let's unwind this crash out.
No, I have to talk about that one. So, you tell me say they're running for them people 3 a.m. in the morning. Arrest them on them, carry them, go lock them up, and then bull news are down them house. So I say, I'll check the youth them, take them out of them sleep, arrest them, treat them like them a wanted man, carry them, go lock them up, and then in the process of when them in a lock up, them out there, a bull news are down them house. Show on the people them house, a wickedness that. You think it take boy if it be like us? And me see some people I say, them get notice from whole if come out. Even if, somebody buy the land or whatever, even say then somebody purchase the land, seen, and say, oh, alright, you go on your land by next month to start development. So even if them get notice, years ago if you move. During that time, you never pressure them for them move. Them still there years ago, and you never pull up with no bull news and no tractor or nothing. For sugar, nothing. It means, at that time, you never ready for the land yet. Say, you're ready for the land now. You're ready for start development now by your land. See? Come on now. Send some people there to go give them notice. The people them would get out them thing and take out them thing. The people them save nothing in them house. And I say, the people them take out them things out of the house, bro. Many people take out them things now. Make the people them take out them things. Everything that the people in the house mash up. So what the people them go live now? What the people them are going to get money now if you buy back them things they watch up in the house? Who responsible for them thing there? No art, no sympathy. So because them not own the land. And them have things on the land. So when you feel like it's okay if you just go in, I just mash up everything, arrest them and them, treat them like them a criminal, carry them go lock them up, and then behind them back, or not mash up the people in place. Really? So come on, so Jamaica, so we're going to take this. Yeah, we know them out there with them long guns and them to intimidate with. If you make a move, it's me them shut you down. Because there are tons of police there with them, so them can carry out them wicked act. So if me did this right now, and them do me like that, bro, me a wait, me a go and live, and me a go and wait until them build up there. Look at them to the people them. Look at them people in place. Look at them there, bro. Them to the people and wicked, bro, wickedness that. Like 3 a.m., why 3 a.m.? So, a planting. For the running for the people, 3 a.m., or something when they sit down and plan, Me know say 3 a.m. they're running for a criminal. So, at 3 a.m. when running for squatters too. Like, for what afraid of? You have no long guns and everything already. So why you need to running for them, arrest them and lock them up? What am I going to do? You don't do that with the police and soldiers. Why arrest them and them and lock them up? What I'm telling you, say, black people are we own downfall. Remember, I saw we end up in Jamaica, A black people run down and capture we, who carry faster than we, So, this is not a surprise, bro. We own oppressor, and we own skin color, we own oppressor, bro. And some of this is what we vote for. And this is the prosperity. If you never come and demolish the building them, bro, you don't want to the land. They never have to run for the people them, so. And deal with the people them, so like, never animal, bro. So some of have to learn the hard way, too. You never have to now. Some things have to reach, This someone realize, this government is not for poor people. Quote pass me there.
They cut your audio, but I'm here. They got your audio, but I'm here.
Will never leave you guys. I will never leave you guys. Why would I leave you? I am your companion forever.
That sounds more ominous than I expected it to sound. Got your audio, but I'm here. Oh look, 80 subscribers so I can rant. Listen to my rant today. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. A girl spazzing out, crashing out on the internet. You guys make that viral every day, so this would be no different. Grab your popcorn, grab your juices, sit on a chair, very comfortable, and let's unwind this crash out. Let us see what the people in the comments are saying. If you've gotten this far in the video, you are a gem. You should be studied and awarded. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a comment and leave a like. Please, for those who haven't subscribed, subscribe.